how you improve.
Link with me afterwards. I got you.
What's the biggest risk
Hmm?
you took? What's the biggest risk you took?
Honestly, starting this company, when I started my company, I spent $25,000 to start it out of my own pocket. So that's a risk I was willing to take. I made my money back though, that's all that mattered. So, and then some.
So I was thinking of not thinking about going to start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to somebody looking at streaming, become a content creator?
Man, learn business. Understand your value. Like, if I'm you in your situation, I'm gonna try to understand my value, what I bring to the table, who my audience is gonna be, because you gotta start from somewhere. So figure out your long-term plan and add an end goal to it, like an end goal, I'm sorry. So I started my company, I say, what's my exit plan? Like, how I'm gonna get out of this? I know what I'm working towards, I know where I wanna be at. So when you think of your streaming, your content, think of like where you wanna be at in the future, then you just break it down into small steps to get there. Then once you're there, it's like, you there. It's gonna happen. Sometimes it happen quick, you know? So make a big goal, break the big goal down, and then start chipping away. Chipping away. Do the small things, bro. But think about your audience, think about who watching you, and think about how you want to be seen.
What was the most amount of money you made in a month?
I think like 21,000 in a month. 21,000. Oh, I'll start with him, then I'll go to you.
When did you first meet Brooks?
Brooks, that was years ago. We had a phone call and he was supposed to tell me about my music. And like I said, my uncle introduced me to him, and I guess the plan was to tell me that my music was trash so I could do something else. It was trash though, being honest. But that was, I wanna say, let me see. That had to be around like 2016. 2016. I had no choice. The way I grew up, my dad was in the Marines. He was like, hey, look, you got two options. You know, you can go to military, you go to college, or you gotta go. So I ain't had no choice but to do something with myself. But I ain't gonna lie, that changed my life when I went to the military because I had to grow up fast. Like, cause you in leadership positions most of the time. So it forced me to grow up fast. So I learned so much by being around other people, asking questions. I was around people that was from different places. Like born places like Delaware. Like, what is Delaware? Like, never heard of that in my life. But I've been to different countries, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq. I've been a lot of places, man. Like I said, it's just experience, man. You learn quick when you get a lot of experience.
Well, it's kind of two questions. The first one is, when did you start putting the price on your craft?
Investing into yourself is everything, but honestly, I didn't start doing it till I learned what investing is. I had good mentors around me, I'll be honest. Like, y'all got one out there. That's what I'm saying. Ask questions as much as you could, because life come at you quick. I'm telling you, quick. So once I want to say when I was 19 years old, I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And what made me want to read it is because, like, I like money and I wanted to make more money, but I knew I had to learn how money worked to be able to get there. So I read that book and it was taught me like, yo, you got to invest into yourself in order to get what you want. I ain't have a lot of money at the time, but whatever I had, I put it on the table because I didn't want to, like, I like my time and I like my freedom. So I had to figure out how to create my time and freedom. So only way I could do that is by investing into education, reading, and not being scared to spend money. A lot of y'all gonna hold on to money real tight, but they ain't gonna do nothing for you. You gotta let it go. You gonna make a lot of money. Money come, money go. It is what it is.
Do you have any advice for people who want to create content?
Same thing I told him. Who you want to create the content for? What's your goal? Who your audience? Who you marketing yourself as? So think about those things. Read books on business, how to value yourself, how to price yourself, you know, because people, you making content, people gonna reach out to you if you got an audience. You know, hold on, let me get him first. Go ahead.
If you were in a position where you wanted to sell music or produce it, you know how to get better at it, what would you ask Mr. Brooks?
Max, I'd pick his brain apart like a mug, like, yo. I'd be in his face every day. You know, if that's something you really want, tell him what you want, he'd probably break it down to you better than I could when it come down to music. Actually, way better than I could. So ask him, like, you know, I would say, hey, I'm looking to sell music. You know, what can I do to sell the music? He probably gonna ask you, well, have you made anything yet? What have you done? You got any system and processes? Like, they gonna ask questions like that. So you gotta be prepared on your own a little bit to be able to ask those certain questions that you need to ask.
How do you learn how to like properly price yourself?
Experience, learning business. So like I said, if I'm helping somebody make money, I usually know how much you're gonna make off what I shoot for you. So when I'm shooting for a company, say they make 50,000 off this video, how much you think I'm gonna charge?
I was gonna say 25.
25? I can't charge high. They like profit margin sometimes, so that's 15, depends. Around like 10. Around like 10, because they gotta be guaranteed to make that profit back. There's always profit margins involved. It's so much that go into that stuff. Every company, every business you make, even the clothes that you wear, it's profit margins behind it. So just because I'm selling this shirt for $20, I probably paid $1 for it, but I gotta hit my profit margin. So.
This isn't relating to content, but
Mhm.
what if you wanted to make like multiple businesses? Like, let's say you wanted to do like what he's doing, but you also wanted to like make games. And what if you wanted to like do video?
But you're gonna be a busy man, bro. And I'm telling you. So you basically wanna be a subject matter expert in whatever you do. And that's gonna take time and a lot of experience. So you can have those different businesses. My advice to you is, again,
Collaboration.
who you going after, who your audience, all that's important. How many people you reaching out to? Do you got any mentors? Hey, everybody in here should have a mentor. Like, no matter what, I'm telling you, it's gonna fast forward your progress.
What is a good way you'd say would be to find a mentor and what we want to do? Because we do have a capstone that we have to do, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm partially confused on where I should go and look for mentors and
Talk to me after this, I got you. That's a deep question. It's a lot that I gotta break down for you, but just talk to me after this and I got you. Who else had questions? I'm gonna get her. I can't even hear you. You say what?
If you had to start all over again, what would you do differently?
Know what I know now?
Yeah.
If I knew what I knew now, I would have been rich. I ain't gonna lie. Knowing what I know now, I would have been rich. I'm be honest. But I'm gonna invest more to education. That's it. Invest more into education. So books, and I'm buying courses, and I'm paying a lot more for my mentors. That's it. That's what I do differently when I was just starting out. Once I learned all of that, I had to go back and change a lot within my company to get to where it is now. Because I didn't understand that. You needed mentors. Like I said, I'm 23, so I know some of y'all probably like 15, 16, 17, 18. Honestly, I was confused, but I was doing everything on my own. Never do nothing on your own. Get mentors, I'm telling you. Anywhere. So whatever, it depends on what you're doing. So if you're doing music, you can get one right there. Like, that's easy. Then once you grow from him, you go to somebody else. It's always somebody higher, always. Like, you always need people to keep you in check and keep you humble. Because some of y'all gonna hit certain levels and certain money thresholds to where you think you're better than somebody. Whole time, you probably not, you know? Oh yeah, I gotta wrap it up soon, but I'll take one more question.
What's the difference to starting like videos and stuff?
And today, you got a phone. Today.
Question, like, if you were to start, how would you like suggest we get, like, what would you do so we can get like more audience and more likes, stuff like that?
It depends on your audience and your content. So obviously the easy answer to that is you could run ads. That is kind of complicated though, because you got to run targeted ads. But if I'm you and I don't got no budget, I keep everything organic. Make content tailored to a specific person. That specific person gonna like it. You don't have to make content for everybody because everybody don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, one more question, right?
Yeah.
One more question. What advice would you have for someone like who's like scared to post themselves out there because like they worry about getting judged?
Dang. You just gotta get, like, honestly, you just gotta try and go for it. It's no real answer to that because it's like, you just gotta do it. Everybody's scared, everybody got feelings, everybody nervous. And I'm gonna be honest, you gonna put it out there, you gonna get judged. They gonna talk about you behind your back, man, she making this content, but I bet somebody like it though.
I'm sorry, one more question. I'm joking.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. You know, the people that need to talk to me later on, like after this, I'll be back there. We can chop it up. You ready, bro?